guys, today we will be solving a single number Leetcode problem. We are given a non-empty array of integers called nums, and every element appears twice except for the one. We have to find that one. There's a special requirement that our solution has to run in linear time complexity, and we cannot use we cannot use extra space, so it has to run in constant space, which renders the solution with the hash set or a hash map or any other data structure useless because we cannot use it basically. But hash set would be a good option to keep track of the duplicates, and in that way finding the number that only appears once. If you go through our examples, we have in the first example we have 2 2s and only 1 1, so that's our answer. In the second example we have 1 and 1, 2 and 2, so they are appearing twice, but we only have 1 4, and that's our example. And in the third example, we only have one number, and that number is a number that's appearing only once. For the constraints, nothing special besides the restatement of the fact that in array, all the elements are appearing twice except for the one element which is appearing only once. And if you remember the missing number Leetcode problem, we used properties of XOR operator to find us deal with the numbers, duplicates, numbers that are missing, and so on. There is a nice property of XOR which, if two operands are the same, so if we have x, and x, and if we use the operand XOR, the result will be 0. So if you use 5 XOR 5, it will be 0. They will cancel each other out, which basically means if we use the XOR on all the elements in the array, because we have pairs of elements and only one element that's appearing once, the pairs will cancel each other out. So 1 will cancel 1, and 2 will cancel 2, and the remaining number will be 4. So the only remaining number after XOR has been applied to all the numbers in the input array will be a number that's appearing only once, because we didn't have a pair to cancel it out. And the only important part is what's the neutral element for the XOR operation. The neutral element is 0. So if 0 is applied to 1, it will be just 1, and if 0 is applied to 0, it will be 0. So nothing changes. That's the neutral element and a good candidate for our initial value. As we said, the neutral value for XOR operator is 0, so we will initialize our result with a 0, and then we will iterate over all numbers in the input array and apply XOR operation to that number and the result that we have so far. So we'll just, our two operands will be our current result and our current number that we are like in the array that we are iterating over. And after that's done, we were just going to return a result, and that will be the number that hasn't been canceled out, the number without its pair, which is also the solution to our problem. And as you can see, we only have one for loop, which is linear time complexity, and we don't declare any additional data structure, so that means we have a constant space complexity.